Now there are many Muslims out there who, when the time of Ramadan comes, they increase in their good deeds and they decide to change their lives and they decide to, start increasing in good actions. How dare they? Ramadan Muslims, seasonal Muslims, that's what we call them. Let's stop right there. This term Ramadan Muslim or this term seasonal Muslim, it should not exist. Why do we even label people with such labels? It really doesn't make sense. If someone has decided to take it upon themselves to increase in good actions, or if someone has decided, for example, a brother has decided to start going to the masjid in Ramadan, or a sister has decided to start wearing the hijab, then why is it that we start calling them Ramadan Muslim or seasonal Muslim? Isn't that going to put them off? Or isn't it their choice anyway for what they want to do in their own life? This is what I want to talk about in today's video, inshallah. The time of Ramadan is here and many Muslims will naturally start increasing in their good deeds. But then another group comes along and tries to put them off. Why does it make a difference when someone decides to change their life? It might be in Ramadan, right? For other people, it might be in the time of Hajj. People go for Hajj and they decide to change their lives. Are they called Hajj Muslims, seasonal Muslims then? Not really. The thing that I wanted to tackle and discuss today is that how do we know that these people, this might be the turning point in their life? If they weren't praying before Ramadan, if they weren't wearing hijab before Ramadan, if they weren't reciting the Quran before Ramadan, how do you know that after Ramadan they will stop? How do you know that? They might actually continue with their good deeds. And I personally know people who because of the buzz and the spiritual upliftment of Ramadan, that natural buzz that it brings, because of that and because, brothers and sisters, they started practicing in the month of Ramadan, that was the turning point in their life. And that was what actually made them who they are today. That's what shaped them to become a good Muslim. SubhanAllah. So really this term, Ramadan Muslim, it shouldn't exist and we shouldn't be labeling people as such. It's really sad to see this happen because on one hand, it might actually start putting people off. I mean, would you want to see someone not practicing at all in Ramadan? Because I tell you what, there are many Muslims out there at the same time who, even though it's Ramadan right now, they're still not fasting, they're still not praying, they're still not giving to charity, they're still not wearing hijab. There's many Muslims out there like that. So would you rather that Ramadan Muslim, so-called Ramadan Muslim, that you have labeled, would you rather that they didn't practice at all? Or at least they do something good in Ramadan that might change their heart? If not now, maybe on Eid day, on the day of Eid, they might, go back to normal. They might not be as active as they were in terms of their religion, in terms of worship. But I know for a fact that that experience of Ramadan will shape them. That experience of Ramadan, that memory will definitely remain inside of them. And at some point in their life, they will look back and say to themselves, you know what, I enjoyed that moment, and I want to do it again when next Ramadan comes, and you just never know. So please stop labeling other people. Don't put other people off the deen. Speak to people in a good manner, even if they're not perfect. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect and you're not perfect. We all, when Ramadan comes naturally, we all increase in our good deeds anyway. All of us are Ramadan Muslims. At the same time, I am not endorsing or I am not supporting and I'm not, encouraging people to just do good deeds in Ramadan and stop as soon as Ramadan ends. No, I'm not saying that. We should all try to increase in our good deeds in this month and keep it up after Ramadan as well. That's natural. We should all try and do that. And yes, it is sad when in Ramadan the masajid, the mosques, they're full, and after Ramadan it's empty. It's sad to see that. I see it in many mosques around the country. However, I personally think that instead of talking about it and instead of bashing other people and saying, oh, why don't you come to the masjid anymore? Maybe we should look for solutions. Why is it that a youngster doesn't come to the masjid? Why is it that brothers and sisters, they don't come to the masjid? Why is it that some of the older generation, they don't come to the masjid? Maybe we should ask ourselves this. Are we doing something wrong? Is there something that we're not doing in the masjid? Is the masjid not active enough? Etc, etc. There's so many things to look into, but today's video was just a very short and quick reminder that don't put other people off the religion, and encourage people, if anything, to do more good in the month of Ramadan. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, I hope you benefited, inshallah, and I hope you all have an amazing Ramadan, inshallah.